Chapter 1: The Truth About Learning Alone. You sit in your room, maybe with your phone in your hand, maybe with a notebook in front of you, and you feel something heavy inside your mind. You want to speak English, you really want to speak, but there is no one around you. No teacher, no friend, no partner to talk with. And slowly a thought starts growing inside you. Maybe I cannot do this alone. Maybe I need someone to help me. Maybe I am stuck. This feeling is very common, and if you feel this way, you are not the only one. But here is the truth that most people never tell you. Learning English alone is not your weakness, it is actually your hidden power. Yes, it feels strange at first, because we are used to thinking that learning needs a classroom, a teacher, and people around us. But real learning, deep learning, happens when you are alone and focused. When you are alone, something very special happens. You are free. You are free from judgment, free from fear, free from the pressure of making mistakes in front of others. You can try, fail, repeat, and try again without anyone watching you. Think about it. When you are in front of people, you feel shy. You think too much. You worry about grammar, pronunciation, and what others will think. But when you are alone, all that pressure disappears. You can speak slowly, you can stop, you can correct yourself, and you can continue. This freedom is not small. This is the real environment where confidence is born. Now imagine a different way of thinking. Instead of saying, "I am alone so I cannot learn," you say, "I am alone so I can practice more freely." This small change in thinking can change everything. Your room is not empty anymore. Your room becomes your training ground. Your voice becomes your teacher. Your daily life becomes your lesson. You do not need a perfect setup to start. You only need a simple decision. I will use what I have, where I am. There is another important truth you must understand. English is not something you only learn from people. English is something you build inside yourself. Yes, talking to others is helpful, but it is not the first step. The first step is always inside you. Your thoughts, your habits, your daily practice. Many people have teachers, classes, and partners, but they still cannot speak confidently. Why? Because they depend too much on others and do not build their own system. But you, right now, you have the chance to build something stronger. A self-system. A system that works even when no one is there. Let me show you a simple picture. Imagine two learners. One always waits for a teacher, waits for a class, waits for the right time. The other one starts alone, talks to himself, listens daily, thinks in English, and practices small sentences. After some time, who becomes better? The one who started. The one who used every small moment. The one who did not wait. This is the difference. Waiting makes you slow. Action makes you grow. You might still feel a little doubt. You might think, but how can I improve without someone correcting me? This is a very normal question, and the answer is simple. At the beginning, you do not need perfect correction. You need movement. You need flow. You need to start speaking even if it is not perfect, because perfection comes later. First comes courage, first comes habit, first comes practice. When you speak daily, your brain starts adjusting. You start noticing your own mistakes. You start improving naturally, step by step, without pressure. There is also something powerful about being alone that most people ignore. When you practice alone, you become honest with yourself. You see your real level. You understand your strengths and your weaknesses clearly. No hiding, no pretending. And this honesty helps you grow faster, because now you know exactly what you need to work on. You are not copying others, you are building yourself. Think about this moment right now. You are here, watching this, learning this. That means you already have something inside you. You already have the desire to grow, and that is the most important thing. Not the teacher, not the classroom, not the perfect environment. Your desire, your decision, your action. These are the real tools. Now I want you to imagine something. Imagine your room as your English world. When you wake up, you think one small sentence in English. When you walk, you describe what you see. When you sit, you speak a few simple lines to yourself. No pressure, no fear, just small steps. Slowly, your room starts changing. It is not just a room anymore. It becomes your practice space, your safe space, your English space. And here is the most important part. You are not alone in your journey, even when you are physically alone. There are millions of learners just like you, starting from zero, feeling the same fear, but slowly becoming better. And today, you are joining them. You are starting your own journey. So do not say I am alone. Say I am free to learn. Do not say I cannot do this. Say I will start small. Because the moment you change your thinking, your journey changes. And this is just the beginning. In the next chapter, I will show you how to turn your daily life into your English teacher without extra effort. Stay with me because your transformation has already started. Chapter 2: Build your daily English environment. Now something very powerful begins to change. You are no longer thinking like someone who is waiting to learn English. You are becoming someone who lives English. And this shift is simple, but it can completely change your progress. You do not need extra time. You do not need long study hours. You only need to change your environment in a smart and easy way. Because the truth is very clear. If English is around you every day, even in small ways, your brain starts accepting it naturally. And when your brain accepts it, learning becomes easier, faster, and more comfortable. Let me show you something very simple. Think about your normal day. You wake up, you check your phone, you move around your room, you eat, you walk, you watch something, and then you sleep. This routine is already there. You are not adding anything new, you are just changing one thing: the language inside this routine. Instead of living your day in silence or in your native language only, you slowly bring English into small moments. Not all at once, not perfectly, just small changes. Start with your phone. This is the easiest step, but it is very powerful. Change your phone language to English. At first, it may feel uncomfortable. You may not understand everything, but that is okay. You are not trying to understand everything. You are just trying to get used to seeing English again and again. Every time you unlock your phone, every time you open an app, your eyes see English. Slowly, your brain starts recognizing words without effort. Words like settings, messages, calls, battery, update. These small words start becoming familiar. And this is how learning begins. Not from hard study, but from daily exposure. Now move to your room. Look around you. There are many things: a bed, a chair, a table, a door, a window. These are not just objects anymore. These are your English teachers. Start naming them in English. You do not need big sentences, just simple words. This is a bed, this is a chair, I am sitting, I am standing, I am opening the door, I am closing the window. These small sentences may look simple, but they are very powerful. Because now you are connecting English with your real life. Not with a book, not with a classroom, but with your daily actions. At this moment, something interesting happens. English starts feeling real. It is not just a subject anymore. It becomes part of your life. And when something becomes part of your life, you do not forget it easily. This is why many learners struggle. They study English, but they do not live it. And what you are doing right now is different. You are bringing English into your life, step by step. Now let us talk about your thoughts. This is where things become even more powerful. During the day, your mind is always thinking. You are thinking about what to do next, what you feel, what you need. Start turning some of these thoughts into simple English. Not all thoughts, just a few. I am tired, I am hungry, I need water, I am going outside, I like this, I do not like this. These are very simple sentences, but they are very important. Because now you are not only seeing English, you are thinking in English. And this is the beginning of real fluency. At first, it may feel slow. You may stop, you may think, you may forget words. That is completely okay. Do not fight this feeling. Accept it. Because your brain is learning something new. Give it time, stay calm, stay simple. Slowly, your thoughts will become faster. You will not need to translate. You will not need to think too much. Words will come more naturally. And this is the moment where learners feel a big change inside them. Now let us add one more simple habit: listening. You do not need to sit and study for hours. Just listen while doing normal things. While walking, while eating, while resting. Choose very simple English content. Slow, clear, and easy. You do not need to understand every word. Just listen. Let the sound enter your ears. Let your brain get used to the rhythm. At first, it may feel like noise, but slowly it becomes meaningful. You start catching small words, then small phrases, then full sentences. This process is natural, and it works even when you are not trying too hard. There is a beautiful moment in this journey. One day, without expecting it, you hear a sentence and you understand it easily. No effort, no translation, just understanding. And that moment feels special, because you realize something. You are changing, you are improving, and it is happening slowly, quietly, but strongly. You also need to understand one very important idea. Do not try to make everything perfect. This is not your goal. Your goal is to stay connected with English every day, even if it is only for a few minutes, even if it is not perfect, because small daily steps are more powerful than big actions once in a while. Consistency is your real teacher now. Now imagine your life after a few days of doing this. Your phone shows English, your room speaks English, your thoughts start moving in English, your ears hear English daily, without stress, without pressure, without fear. This is not hard work. This is smart living. You are not forcing yourself to learn, you are allowing yourself to grow. And here is something very exciting. When your environment becomes English, speaking starts becoming easier. You do not need to push yourself too much. Words come naturally because you are already seeing them, hearing them, and thinking them every day. This is why environment is so powerful. It prepares you for speaking without stress. So from today, do not say I need time to study. Say I will use my day to learn. Your life is already full of opportunities. You just need to see them. You just need to use them. In the next chapter, something even more powerful is coming. You will learn how to speak confidently without any partner, without fear, and without waiting. And this is where your real transformation begins. Stay with me, because your English is no longer outside you. It is slowly becoming part of you. Chapter 3: Speak to yourself without fear. Now we come to one of the most powerful moments in your journey. This is the moment where silence starts breaking. This is the moment where your English begins to come out, not stay inside your head. Many learners stay stuck for a long time because they only listen, they only read, they only think, but they do not speak. And the reason is simple: fear. Fear of making mistakes, fear of sounding wrong, fear of being judged. But today, you are in a different situation. You are alone, and that means something very important. You are completely safe to speak. Speaking to yourself may feel strange at first. Your mind may say, "What am I doing? Why am I talking alone?" But let me tell you something very clearly. This is not strange. This is training. Every confident speaker you see today started somewhere. And many of them started alone, just like you. They spoke to themselves, they repeated sentences, they practiced in quiet spaces. This is not weakness, this is how confidence is built. Let us start very simple. Do not try to speak big sentences. Do not try to sound perfect. Just start with what you are doing right now. If you are sitting, say I am sitting. If you are walking, say I am walking. If you are holding your phone, say I am holding my phone. These are small sentences, but they are very powerful, because now you are connecting action with language. You are not just learning English, you are using English. At first, your voice may feel slow. You may stop in the middle of a sentence. You may forget words. That is completely normal. Do not fight it, do not judge yourself. Just continue. Even if you say one sentence in 1 minute, it is okay, because this is your beginning. And every strong speaker has a beginning like this. Now let us take one step forward. Start describing what you see around you. Look at your room. This is my bed, this is my chair, the window is open, the light is bright, the door is closed. You are not trying to impress anyone. You are just building your connection with English. Slowly, your brain starts understanding that English is not only for books, it is for your life. There is a very special moment that will come if you continue this practice. One day, you will speak a sentence without stopping. It may be a simple sentence, but it will feel smooth. And in that moment, you will feel something new, confidence, a small spark inside you that says, I can do this. That moment is very important because it changes how you see yourself. Now let us go a little deeper. Start talking about your feelings. I am happy, I am tired, I feel good, I feel a little stressed. These sentences are simple, but they are very real. When you speak about your feelings, your English becomes personal. And when something becomes personal, you remember it better, you feel it more, you use it more. You can also start asking yourself small questions and answering them. What am I doing? I am watching a video. What will I do next? I will go outside. Do I like this? Yes, I like it. These small conversations may look simple, but they are actually very powerful because now you are not just speaking, you are creating conversation inside your mind. And this is exactly what happens in real life. At this stage, many learners make a mistake. They try to be perfect, they stop speaking because they think their grammar is wrong. But you must remember something very important. Speaking comes before perfection. First you speak, then you improve. If you wait for perfect grammar, you will wait forever. But if you start speaking, improvement will come naturally. There is another beautiful thing about speaking alone. You can repeat without feeling bored or embarrassed. If you say a sentence and it feels weak, say it again and again and again. Try to say it better each time. Change a word, make it longer, make it clearer. This repetition builds strength in your voice. It trains your mouth, it trains your brain. Slowly, speaking becomes easier. Now imagine this. Every day, you speak for just 5 minutes. Not 1 hour, not 2 hours, just 5 minutes. But you do it every day. After a few days, your sentences become smoother. After a few weeks, your confidence grows. After some time, speaking feels natural. This is the power of small daily action. There is also something emotional happening here. At the beginning, you feel shy, even when you are alone. But slowly, that shyness disappears. You start enjoying your own voice. You start trusting yourself. And this trust is very important, because when you trust yourself, you are not afraid to speak in front of others later. Let me give you one powerful image. Imagine your voice as something locked inside you. It is there, but it is not coming out. Every time you speak, even one small sentence, you are unlocking it a little more. Slowly, the lock opens. Slowly, your voice becomes free. And once it is free, it becomes stronger every day. You do not need a partner to start. You do not need a perfect situation. You only need one thing: action. Speak one sentence today, then another tomorrow, then a little more the next day. This is how real progress happens. And remember this: no one is judging you here. No one is watching you. This is your safe space, your training space, your growth space. Use it fully. In the next chapter, we will go even deeper. You will learn how to think directly in English without translating, and this will make your speaking faster and more natural. Stay with me, because now your voice has started, and it is not going back to silent. Chapter 4. Think in English, not translate. Now something very important is about to change in your journey. Until now, you have started speaking small sentences. You are using English in your daily life. But there is still one hidden problem that slows many learners down, even after practice. And that problem is translation. You think in your native language first, then you try to change it into English. This takes time. This creates confusion. This makes your speaking slow and uncomfortable. And sometimes it even stops you completely. But today, you will learn how to break this habit in a simple and natural way. First, you need to understand one clear idea. Your brain does not need translation to understand English. Your brain can connect English directly to meaning, just like it does with your first language. Think about a simple word like water. When you hear it, you do not translate it. You see the image in your mind, you feel it, you understand it instantly. This is what we want to do with English. We want to connect words directly to images, actions, and feelings, not to another language. Let us start with very simple thoughts. Do not try to think big sentences. Do not try to be perfect. Just think small. I am tired. I am hungry. I am sitting. I am walking. These are very simple thoughts, but they are very powerful. Because now you are thinking directly in English. You are not stopping. You are not translating. You are just thinking. At first, your brain may resist. It may try to go back to your native language. That is normal. Do not fight it too hard. Just gently bring your thoughts back to simple English, again and again. This is training, and like any training, it takes time. But every small effort makes your brain stronger. Now let us make it more real. Look around you. See something. A chair, a phone, a door. Instead of thinking in your native language, try to think directly in English. This is a chair. My phone is on the table. The door is open. These thoughts are connected to what you see, and this makes them easier to remember and faster to use. There is a very interesting moment that happens when you practice this regularly. One day, you will think a sentence in English without even noticing it. It will come naturally, without effort, and when you realize it, you will feel something powerful. You will feel that your brain is changing. You will feel that English is becoming part of you. This moment is a big breakthrough. Now let us go one step deeper. Start thinking about your actions before you do them. I will go outside. I will drink water. I will sit here. These future thoughts are very useful because they prepare your mind to speak before you act. Slowly, your thinking and speaking start connecting, and when they connect, your fluency improves. You can also think about your feelings in English. I feel happy. I feel nervous. I feel excited. These are not just words. These are real emotions. And when you connect English with your emotions, your learning becomes stronger. You are not just remembering words, you are feeling them, and this makes a big difference. At this stage, you must remember something very important. Do not try to think fast at the beginning. Speed will come later. First, focus on clarity. Even if you think one small sentence slowly, it is okay, because you are building a new habit, and once this habit becomes strong, speed will come naturally. Many learners make a mistake here. They try to think long and complicated sentences. This makes them tired and confused. You should do the opposite. Keep your thoughts short and clear. Small sentences are your power. They are easy to remember, easy to speak, and easy to improve. And slowly, these small sentences grow into bigger ones without pressure. Let me show you a simple progression. First you think I am tired. Then you think I am very tired today. Then you think I am very tired today because I worked a lot. You see what is happening here. Your sentence is growing naturally. You are not forcing it. You are building it step by step. There is also something very exciting about this process. When you stop translating, your mind becomes lighter. You do not feel stuck. You do not feel slow. Words come more easily. Speaking becomes smoother. And this gives you confidence, because now you are not fighting with your brain. You are working with it. Imagine your brain as a road. Translation creates traffic. It slows everything down. But thinking directly in English clears the road. Now your thoughts move faster. Your words come quicker. Your speaking becomes natural. This is the difference. So from today, do not depend on translation. Start small. Think simple. Stay consistent. Even if you practice for a few minutes, do it every day. Because this habit is not built in one day. It grows slowly, but it becomes very strong. And here is something beautiful. When you start thinking in English, you are no longer just learning the language. You are living it. It becomes part of your daily life. It becomes part of your identity. In the next chapter, we will unlock another powerful tool that will improve your English even when you are not speaking. You will learn how listening can train your brain in a deep and natural way. Stay with me, because now your mind is changing, and your English is becoming faster, clearer, and more natural every day. Chapter 5. Use listening as your secret weapon. Now something very powerful enters your journey, and many learners do not understand how strong it is. You may think speaking is the most important skill, and yes, speaking is important, but there is something behind speaking that controls everything. That is listening. If your ears are trained well, your mouth will follow naturally. If your ears are weak, speaking will always feel difficult. So in this chapter, you will learn how to use listening not as a passive habit, but as your secret weapon. First, you need to change your understanding of listening. Listening is not about understanding every word. This is where most learners make a mistake. They listen once, they do not understand everything, and they feel frustrated. But real listening is different. It is about getting familiar with the sound of English. It is about letting your brain slowly recognize patterns, rhythm, and flow. Think about how children learn language. They listen again and again before they start speaking. You are going to do the same, but in a simple and smart way. Start with very easy content. This is very important. If the content is too difficult, your brain will feel tired and you will stop. Choose something slow, clear, and simple. When you listen, do not try too hard to understand every sentence. Just relax. Let the sound come into your ears. Even if you understand only a few words, that is enough, because your brain is working in the background. Now here comes the real secret. Repetition. Listen to the same audio again and again. Not once, not twice, but many times. At first, it may feel boring. Your mind may say, I already listened to this. But stay with it, because something very interesting happens when you repeat. The second time, you understand a little more. The third time, you catch new words. The fourth time, sentences start becoming clear, and one day you realize that you understand most of it without effort. This moment feels powerful, because you did not study hard, you did not memorize, you just listened, and your brain learned naturally. This is the beauty of listening. It works quietly, but strongly. Now let us connect listening with speaking. When you listen again and again, your brain starts storing sentence patterns. Without knowing, you remember how sentences are formed, how words connect, how the voice moves, and when you start speaking, these patterns come out automatically. You do not need to think too much. You just speak. This is why listening improves speaking, even when you are not speaking at that moment. There is also something important about sound. English has a rhythm, a music. Words are not always spoken separately. They connect, they flow. When you listen regularly, your ears get used to this flow. And slowly, your speaking starts copying it. Your sentences sound more natural. Your confidence grows because you sound better. Now let us make this even more practical. You do not need special time for listening. You can do it during your daily life, while walking, while eating, while resting. You can play simple English audio in the background. You do not need full focus all the time. Even light listening helps, because your brain is always active even when you are not paying full attention. But there is one small habit that can make a big difference. Choose one short audio and listen to it deeply for a few minutes. Sit calmly, listen carefully, and try to catch simple words and sentences. Do not worry about everything. Just focus on understanding small parts. Then repeat the same audio again later in the day. This combination of light listening and focused listening is very powerful. There is a beautiful moment waiting for you in this process. One day you will hear a sentence and you will understand it instantly. No translation, no thinking, just understanding. And you will feel surprised, you will feel happy. Because this is a sign that your brain is adapting. Your English is improving from the inside. You must also remember something very important. Do not rush this process. Listening takes time, but it gives strong results. Many learners want fast improvement, but real improvement is slow and deep. Trust the process, stay consistent. Even if you listen for a few minutes every day, it will create a big change over time. There is also a hidden benefit of listening. It builds confidence. When you hear English daily, it stops feeling strange. It becomes familiar. And when something feels familiar, you are not afraid of it. This is why many learners feel nervous when they hear fast English. It is not because they are weak, it is because their ears are not trained yet. But you are training your ears now, step by step. Imagine this. At the beginning, English sounds like noise. Then it becomes words. Then it becomes sentences. Then it becomes meaning. And finally, it becomes natural. This is your journey with listening, and you are already on this path. So from today, do not ignore listening. Do not treat it as something small. It is your secret weapon. It works even when you are resting. It improves your speaking without pressure. It builds your confidence quietly. And now something exciting is coming next. In the next chapter, you will learn how to bring all these skills together into a simple daily routine that fits your life. A routine that is easy, powerful, and consistent. Stay with me, because now your ears are learning, your mind is adapting, and your English is becoming stronger every single day. Chapter 6. Create your simple daily routine. Now everything starts coming together. You have learned how to use your environment, how to speak to yourself, how to think in English, and how to use listening as your secret weapon. But there is one final piece that makes all of this work smoothly. That piece is your daily routine. Without a routine, you forget, you skip, you lose momentum. With a routine, everything becomes easier, automatic, and strong. And the best part is this: your routine does not need to be long or difficult. It needs to be simple and consistent. Let us remove one big fear first. You do not need hours every day. You do not need to sit and study like in school. In fact, if your routine is too long, you will stop after a few days. What you need is something small that you can do every single day without feeling tired. Even 10 minutes can change your English if you use it correctly. This is your new mindset. Small actions, repeated daily, create big results. Now imagine your day. You wake up, before touching your phone, before doing anything else. Take 1 minute and think in English. Just simple thoughts. I woke up, I feel sleepy, I will start my day. These are small sentences, but they are powerful. Because you are starting your day in English. You are telling your brain, today we will use English. This small start creates a strong signal. Then during your day, you add your speaking practice. It can be just 5 minutes. You do not need a special place. You can sit in your room, stand near a mirror, or walk slowly and speak. Describe what you are doing. Talk about your plans. Ask yourself small questions and answer them. Keep it simple. Do not try to be perfect. Just keep speaking. This is your daily training. This is where your confidence grows. Now add listening. Choose a short and simple audio. Listen to it once or twice during the day. Maybe while resting, maybe while walking. Do not force yourself to understand everything. Just listen and relax. Later, if you have a few quiet minutes, listen again with more attention. Catch small words, small sentences. This repetition builds your understanding slowly but strongly. And now at the end of your day, add one more small habit. Review. Think about what you said today. Maybe you remember one sentence, maybe two. Repeat them again. You can also create one new sentence. Just one. Not 10, not 20. One sentence is enough. This is how you close your day with English. Calm, simple, and clear. You see what is happening here. Your routine is not heavy, it is light. It fits your life. Morning thinking, small speaking practice, simple listening, and a short review. This is your full system. It does not take much time, but it works deeply, because you are touching English multiple times in one day. Now there is something very important you must understand. The power is not in doing more. The power is in not stopping. Many learners start with energy, they do a lot in one day, and then they stop for many days. This breaks their progress. You will not do this. You will stay consistent. Even if you feel tired, even if you feel lazy, do something small. 1 minute of thinking, one sentence of speaking, one short audio. This keeps your chain alive. There is also a moment that will come after a few days. You will feel that English is becoming easier. Not perfect, but easier. You will think faster. You will speak a little more smoothly. You will understand a little more when you listen. These are small changes, but they are very important because they show that your routine is working. You must celebrate these small wins. Do not wait for big results. Big results come from small steps. When you notice even a tiny improvement, feel proud. This feeling will give you energy to continue. And when you continue, your progress becomes strong. Now let me show you a simple picture. Imagine two learners again. One studies a lot for 2 days and then stops for a week. The other studies a little every day without stopping. After 1 month, the second learner is much better. Not because they are more talented, but because they are consistent. This is your path now. There is another important idea. Your routine should not feel like a burden. It should feel like part of your life, like brushing your teeth, like eating, like resting. When something becomes part of your life, you do it without thinking, and this is your goal, to make English a natural part of your day. Sometimes you may miss a day. That is okay. Do not feel bad. Do not give up. Just come back the next day. The real mistake is not missing one day. The real mistake is stopping completely. So be kind to yourself, but stay committed. Now imagine your life after a few weeks of this routine. You wake up and think in English without trying. You speak small sentences naturally. You understand more when you listen. You feel more confident. You are not the same person anymore. And all of this happened with simple, daily steps. This is the secret that many people ignore. They look for complex methods, difficult rules, fast results. But real success is simple. Small actions, every day, without stopping. And now we are ready for the final transformation. In the next chapter, you will see yourself in a new way. Not as a learner, but as a speaker. You will feel the change inside you. Stay with me, because your journey is about to reach a powerful moment where you realize something important. You can speak English, and you are already doing it. Chapter 7. Your New Identity as an English Speaker. Now something very special is happening inside you. You may not see it clearly yet, but you can feel it. A small change, a quiet confidence, a new belief. You are not the same person who started this journey. Before you were waiting, thinking, doubting. Now you are doing. You are thinking in English. You are speaking small sentences. You are listening every day. And this changes everything. Because English is no longer something outside you. It is becoming part of who you are. Let me take you into a moment. Imagine someone asks you a simple question in English. Before, your mind would stop. You would feel nervous. You would search for words and find nothing. But now something different happens. You pause for a second, and then you answer. Maybe your sentence is not perfect. Maybe your grammar is not complete. But you speak. And that moment feels powerful. Because you did not stay silent. You used your voice. This is the real transformation. Not perfect English, but active English. Not fear, but courage. Not silence, but expression. Many learners think they need to be perfect before they speak, but now you understand the truth. Speaking creates confidence, not perfection. Every sentence you say makes you stronger. Every mistake you make teaches you something. Every small effort builds your identity. And identity is very important. Before, you may have said, "I am learning English." But now you can say something new. "I am an English speaker." Yes, maybe you are a beginner. Maybe you are still improving. But you are using English. You are speaking, thinking, and understanding. That means you are already a speaker. And this belief will change how you act every day. When you see yourself as a speaker, you do not wait. You do not hide. You use every small chance to practice. You speak to yourself. You think in English. You listen with interest. You become active. And this activity creates growth. This is how real fluency is built, not in one big moment, but in many small moments. Now think about your journey. Remember where you started. Maybe you felt shy. Maybe you felt confused. Maybe you thought English was too difficult. But you did not stop. You took small steps. You followed simple habits. And now you are here, stronger, clearer, more confident. This is something to be proud of. There is also something emotional here. You start trusting yourself. Before, you may have depended on others. You waited for a teacher, a class, a perfect time. But now you know something important. You can grow by yourself. You can improve step by step. This trust gives you freedom. And with freedom, learning becomes enjoyable. Now let us look forward. This is not the end of your journey. This is just the beginning of a new level. You will keep improving. You will learn new words, new sentences, new ways to express yourself. But you will not go back to silence. Because now you have a habit. Now you have a system. Now you have a voice. There will still be moments when you feel stuck. There will be days when you feel slow. That is normal. Every journey has ups and downs. But you are different now. You do not give up easily. You go back to your routine. You speak one sentence. You think one thought. You listen to one audio. And you continue. This is your strength. Let me give you one powerful image. Imagine your English as a small plant. At the beginning, it was just a seed. You could not see anything, but you kept watering it with daily practice. Slowly, it started growing. Now it is stronger. Not a big tree yet, but alive, growing, and full of potential. And if you continue, it will become something beautiful. You must also remember this. Do not compare yourself with others. Some people may speak faster. Some may know more words. That is okay. Your journey is your own. What matters is your progress, and you are moving forward. Now feel this moment. You are not just watching or learning. You are becoming. Becoming someone who speaks, someone who tries, someone who grows. This is your new identity. And once you accept this identity, everything becomes easier. So from today, say it with confidence. I am an English speaker. I am learning. I am improving. And I am not stopping. Because your journey is not about reaching perfection. It is about becoming better every day. And this is where your story truly begins.